10 craziest purchases by billionaires. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna react to this
Like
video.
and subscribe right now.
Yeah, but why is it different though? Like, why is it like different days every week? That's like mad weird, don't you think? I don't know. But alright, chat, we're gonna be reacting to this first. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, let me turn this shit up.
Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face while you're sleeping. Many dream of buying whatever their heart desires without really worrying about their bank balance, but only a
What do you work as? Like, can you say it or nah? Can you say it in chat or nah?
handful truly come close to this reality. The richest of the rich are from different walks of life, but all of them have one thing in common: crazy spending habits. From centuries-old manuscripts to almost $1 billion museum. Today, we're looking at the 10 craziest purchases by billionaires. Let's begin.
Craziest purchases by billionaires.
Number 10.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
Of course it's gonna be in here.
Let's start with the man, the myth, and the legend. Billionaires come and go, but there's just one person who started the tech revolution. Gates is so rich that his fast name is synonymous with the word billionaire. With a net worth above $100 billion, he's one of 3 people in the world who have crossed the $100 billion mark. We know Bill Gates likes to stay low-key about how rich he is, and also supports the tax the rich movement started by Bernie. But he's also purchased some crazy things most people cannot even dream of. One of those really stands out: the Scientific Scribbles by Leonardo da Vinci. Bill Gates and Leonardo da Vinci have a lot in common. They're both math geniuses who also changed history. It's only fitting, then, that the Microsoft founder would be interested in the musings of the original Renaissance man. In 1994, Gates spent $30.8 million to own the Codex Leicester, a 72-page manuscript that Da Vinci compiled in the early 16th century, complete with the master polymath's diagrams, writings, sketches, and ideas for future inventions. While he cannot read the script, he has kept it on display in his library to showcase his love for intellect. What a guy.
Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 smashing luck.
14-foot preserved shark. Plenty of rich people have impressive fish tanks, but that's child's play compared to laying claim to your own pickled shark. Don't know what we're talking about? Well, in 2004, billionaire hedge fund manager Steve Cohen bought what just might be the world's most unique piece of contemporary art: a 14-foot tiger shark preserved with a combination of alcohol and formaldehyde. If you're not a fan of manuscripts, this might be just a little more interesting to you than what Bill Gates bought. Originally purchased for $93,000 in 1992 by art mogul Charles Saatchi, Cohen bought the piece, officially called The Physical Impossibility of Death in the Mind of Someone Living, more than a decade later for an undisclosed amount. But you know humans, nothing can stay disclosed for too long. Soon, New York Magazine reported it to be between $8 million and $12 million. We've got to say, this is definitely worth the price. Number 8. Antilla. All rich people have huge houses that cost some $100 million. Boring. But this is one house that really stands out among the most and deserves to be on our list. Mukesh Ambani, an Indian billionaire who's also the richest person in India, inherited and controls an oil empire that has earned him an estimated net worth of about $55 billion. So, what do you do when you're richer than half of the country's poor population combined? Oh, nothing. Just build $1 million home in the poorest area of Mumbai so everyone can see. The Indian magnate used $1 billion of his fortune to build the most expensive home in his native country and the entire world. According to Forbes, Ambani's residence is a 27-story, 400,000 square foot skyscraper that boasts 3 helicopter pads and 6 underground parking levels. Named after the mythical island of Antilla, its amenities reportedly include a ballroom, a 50-seat theater, and 9 elevators in the lobby alone. About 600 staff members are required to maintain Ambani's mega mansion, but the craziest part is that no one other than the 5 family members and the workers can stay there. Most of the house is just an antique piece. What a way to flaunt your wealth when poor people just outside the doors die of hunger. Number 7. A super yacht.
But I don't feel like that's a dumb
It's
purchase,
no
though.
secret that yachts are key
crazy.
weapons when it comes to showing off your wealth in the world of elites. Unlike private jets, yachts are more expensive to buy and maintain, so not many people buy one, not even billionaires. But if there's a boat competition, Russian billionaire oligarch Roman Abramovich wins, hands down. With an estimated net worth of $19 billion, his toys include a Boeing 767, an ice boat, and the legendary Chelsea Football Club. The grandest possession of them all, however, is his claim to the world's largest and most expensive yacht, the Eclipse. Launched in 2010, the Eclipse boasts 6,000 square feet of living space across 11 staterooms and suites. The yacht cost Roman around $1.5 billion, even though its actual cost is no more than $500 million.
Oh my lord.
It cost that much because he got it secretly made, for whatever reason. Russians, they're just amazing, huh? We have to say, the yacht itself is gorgeous. If you miss her when she leaves port, don't worry. You can always just park your chopper on her 3-helicopter landing pad. Need to abandon ship quickly? Don't sweat it. The boat's 3-person submarine can dive to 160 feet. Jesus, makes us want to rob a bank. What about you?
What the hell?
Number 6. Islands. Do you ever wish you had a few mansions like rich people so you could just go to another one when bored? Well, billionaires usually own more than one house. But for the richest of the rich, even the grandest mansion simply won't cut it. They need something bigger. For Oracle founder Larry Ellison, home is the Hawaiian island of Lanai, which he picked up in 2012 for a cool $300 million, according to CNBC. His tropical paradise includes 90,000 acres, 2 Four Seasons resorts, and a town with a population of 3,200. Considering a stay in one of those resorts, well, you'll certainly vacation in luxury, but it's gonna cost you $21,000 a night. Wondering how rich you have to be to own a whole island? Well, you just need to have $86 billion lying around, just like Larry. Number 5. Airplane. Now you must be thinking, a lot of rich people own private jets. Every president of a country gets one too, so a plane must not be a big deal. But hold your horses. This isn't any normal plane that we're talking about. As you already know, princes live in palaces. Well, I mean, they always do. The factor of land and air doesn't come in the picture, as they manage to get themselves a pretty palace wherever they go. Take one peek inside the Saudi Prince Al-Walid bin Talal Al Saud's $485 million flying palace, and the luxury of being a royal will be right in front of you to be in awe of. The interior of his private Boeing 747 airplane is just mind-boggling. The Saudi prince bought this plane in 2003, and afterward had it customized to fit his own needs. 2 luxurious bedrooms, a dining table for 14 people, and a throne in the middle of the plane, most likely to remind the prince of his home palace while traveling. It also includes a movie room and a Turkish spa. The jet also has a separate garage for his supercars. Talk about luxury! Number 4. The Millennium Clock. The next person we have on this list is the richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos. Jeff is many things, but a show-off isn't one of them. But there is one thing he's invested heavily in, a clock. Yeah, you heard that right. But it's not just an ordinary clock. Bezos has invested $42 million in an enormous 10,000-year clock being built by the Long Now Foundation. The clock, which will tick just a year clock, invested $42 million in an enormous 10,000-year clock being built by the Long Now Foundation. The clock, which will tick just once a year, is under construction inside a mountain Bezos owns in the Sierra Diablo region of Texas. The final device will be 500 feet tall. Special rooms in the clock chambers will open at specific intervals, and a unique chime will ring each millennium. This is said to be Bezos' favorite project. The builders want visitors to consider how we can make sure humanity survives to hear the clock ring for the last time.
Why is it just trying to be different? Like?
Number 3. Diamond Mercedes-Benz. Have you ever imagined how the most expensive Mercedes in the world would look? Some of you might think about a supercar with a powerful engine, astonishing speed, and gorgeous design. And you're right, but it's not enough to make a car become the most expensive one. The secret is simple. You just need to attach diamonds, as many as possible, to turn it into a diamond car. The most expensive Mercedes is an SL600, which is completely coated in diamonds. It's worth just $4.8 million. And guess who this car belongs to? Here's a hint. A rich prince that we already told you about. Al-Walid bin Talal is also the owner of the most expensive Mercedes in the world. Arabs just can't stop flaunting their wealth, can they? And with that, it's now time for today's subscriber pick. Today's photo was sent to us by one of our subscribers. If you come across a photo online and want to know more details about it, just send it on over to us. Who knows? We might even feature it in a future video. Number 2. Biggest word. Hamad bin Hamdal Al Nahyan, a billionaire sheik and member of the Abu Dhabi ruling family, has had his name carved into the sandy surface of Al Futaizi Island, an island he owns in the Persian Gulf. At half a mile tall and 2 miles long altogether, the letters Hamad may be the world's largest. The craziest part is that they're visible from space. Normally, words written in sand will wash away, but these letters are large enough to form waterways that absorb the encroaching tide. Indeed, at the time these satellite photos were taken, said tide can be seen flowing through the letters all the way to the M. Is there anything rich people cannot do?
Who is that guy?
Number 1. Art Museum. Another billionaire who loves collecting premium art is Mexican telecom giant Carlos Slim. Once the richest man in the world, he is known as the Mexican Bill Gates. He's been collecting artwork for a while, with a collection of over 65,000 pieces. He cannot display all those pieces in his homes, even though he's got houses all over the world. So to display them, he spent $800 million on a museum that he calls Museo Sumaya, named after his late wife. The museum building itself is a piece of art with a unique design and holds artwork from artists like Auguste Rodin, Salvador Dali, Bartolomé Esteban Murillo, and Tintoretto. It's clear now, when you're rich, you can do anything. Which one of these crazy purchases would you make if you had a few million to spare? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.
W video.
Like.
Shit, no, I don't want to stop.